This video is going to be dedicated to showing you, the mortgage broker, how to make a shitload of money online using digital marketing and to cut through all of the BS and nonsense that's out there without wasting any of your time, money, or energy. What's going on, guys? My name is Nick Friel, founder of Media Simplified and the LoanLaunch system. This is a channel dedicated to helping mortgage brokers grow their business and scale online. This video is going to be dedicated to showing you, the mortgage broker, how to make a shitload of money online using digital marketing and to cut through all of the BS and nonsense that's out there without wasting any of your time, money, or energy. So we're going to go ahead and jump straight into it. We've made it super simple. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. So here's an exact map of our process here. So obviously, first step to making money online is going to be making sure that you have people to talk to, making sure people know that you're a mortgage broker that can help them. So that's the lifeblood, that is leads. Now, once again, this is about simplifying, automating, making it simple. You shouldn't have to go out and run your own campaigns. There's people that can do that better than you at a price that you wouldn't imagine. So we're going to go look at sites like MRC, FreeRate Update, LeadPoint, Lofty, and these sites are going to give you the best quality leads that you can get at a more than reasonable price. So FreeRate Update, phenomenal source. MRC, another phenomenal source. LeadPoint, these are all sources that we use personally for our clients, and this can cut out all the BS so you don't have to worry about running campaigns and whatnot on your own. Okay, so now we have leads to talk to. So we've gone to MRC or FreeRate or LeadPoint, and we have leads coming to us now. So the next step, we have two different options. If you have some coin to toss around, I would highly recommend a CRM. This is the job of the CRM, to house the leads and nurture them. But this video is all about automating and simplifying. So we can also do a very simple process of a Google Sheet and an email follow-up. So oftentimes when you are working with MRC or FreeRate Update, you just set up a simple webhook, you send them the URL for the catch hook, and they will send all the leads over. And from there, we make a simple step to save them all to Google Sheets. This is going to be our master Google Sheet where we keep all of our leads and everything updated. This is kind of acting like our CRM, but it's completely free. And then from there, we take that same information that was sent via webhook, and we can automate an email to be sent out. We can have it templated out so it says, hey, contact name, this is broker name with company name, here's my scheduling link, and we can have this fully automated so that it is saving the leads info and then sending the outreach with the scheduler to get this lead onto the mortgage broker's calendar. Now, if you want to get really fancy, you can even add a step here for ChatGPT and take the information that was submitted from FreeRate Update, plug it in, and have ChatGPT create a custom response. And then in the email, instead of using a template, you can just use the custom response created by ChatGPT if you want to get fancy with it. So coming back to our presentation here, now we've created a lead. One of these lead sources sent us a lead. It goes into our CRM or our Google Sheets database. From there, we are sending them outreach to try and get them to schedule on our calendar. Once again, some free options. Obviously, we have Google Calendar. You can also sign up for something like Calendly, where you can have a free online scheduler, and have people be able to book with you, and it goes directly to your Gmail. So we would take this Calendly, sign up, take this link, and put it directly into our drip here, so that people can schedule with us directly without us having to outreach to them. We have leads coming in, they're going into our CRM, we're automating the outreach, they're scheduling on our calendar. And now, once you get this set up, this is the only step that the mortgage broker needs to really participate in and really nail. Everything else should really act like a factory line, moving from step to step, and that's the call. So now we've had a lead come in, they went into our CRM or our Google Sheets, they've got scheduled on our calendar. Now the loan officer calls. This is their only task, and this is kind of a twofold process. One, we're going to be qualifying them. Where are they at? What is the credit score, the income, the down payment, all of those things. And if they're qualifiable, right away, we spend the rest of the call getting them on an application. And we're going to talk about that in the next step. Now, if they're not qualified, which may be a lot of these people, if you're brand new to marketing, right away, you're going to push them to UQual. This is another great source or site that you can use for people who need credit repair. You can set up an account with them. They will work your client's lead or work your leads for you, getting these people, the credit repair that they need, and then handing them back to you on a silver platter so that you can move forward. So if they're not qualified, they'll go to UQual, they'll get their credit up, come back to you, and we have that call. We have the qualifying questions, and then ultimately we're pushing for the application. Now, when it comes to applications, there's a lot of different platforms out there. Highly recommend a platform like ARIVE. This is a kind of one-stop shop, everything you need. It integrates really well and will make your life a lot easier if you go ahead and set up with a system like ARIVE as far as your LOS application on the back end. So coming back to this presentation, the broker's one task is to have a call, get the application in. We're using ARIVE for that. Now, once the person submits an application, ARIVE is going to be doing a lot of the follow-up to make sure that the person gets docs in, they get the next steps done. It tracks that really well. But you can also pair up with a company like UWM Premium Processors. So this is going to make your back end really clean, automated, efficient. And we will come over to UWM to show you this. So this is a partner you can use to really expedite, clean up, and master your back end so that as you're handing leads off from application, we know that they're getting taken care of on the back end. Underwriting and processing is going really well. And then once that stuff is wrapped up, we're handing it off to a real estate agent who's going to take the baton and finish the race for us, help that customer find a home, and we're getting that closed deal. Now, the cool part about this is that because we have that CRM, or in this case, our Google database, each step of the way, we can update our database. So we have our database here. Every time we get a new lead, it adds to our Google sheet. And then say the person submits an app, we would have a Zap that is set up so that every time an app is submitted, it automatically comes into here. And when a new loan is pulled, it'll automatically look up in your spreadsheet. And we could pull the email. So we would test the email, test this, it'll look up this sheet and pull all the information that it has here, which is really nice because then you can use this kind of as a database. You can see it pulled all the information, and then I can do whatever I want with that information now. I can update something else, and we can do this for when they submit an app, when they go through UWM processing, when they go through UQual. So you can automate the updating of each of these stages along the way. Just one last look at this. So we have our leads coming in. They go in, we're getting leads from MRC, FreeRate, LeadPoint, etc. They're going into either our CRM or our Google database. We're doing outreach through Gmail and Zapier, even using ChatGPT if we want to get fancy, getting these people to schedule on our Calendly or Google Calendar. From there, we're having our call, getting our qualifying questions in, trying to push them to application. If they're not qualified, we're pushing them to UQual to warm them up and hand them back to us so we can qualify them and get them into ARIVE, our application. Once their application submitted and they're on their way, we're getting them into UWM Premium Processors to handle all the processing. Then we're handing it off to a real estate agent to drive everything home, help the person find a home as quickly as possible, and closing the deal. So this is how, as a mortgage broker, you can absolutely crush it online without having to do a ton of follow-up, a ton of work, and just focusing on what you're good at, which is having conversations with people about getting a loan. So that's all for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. If you are a mortgage broker that's interested in working with Media Simplified, you can go ahead and click the link below. If not, we hope you like the channel. Please like, subscribe, comment, share if you enjoyed this, and we will see you on the next one. My name is Nick Friel, founder of Media Simplified. Thanks for watching.